You're gonna love this.
What's up, everybody? Back again with another video. Today we're here with my good man. You all know him. You recognize him from the rant video about a few days ago. His name's Dalton. He's a big Bengals fan. He was in the rant video a few days ago, like I said, about the Browns. And he's with us today, and we're going to do the Week 8 NFL picks. Happy Halloween. Without further ado, let's get right into it. He is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and say what's up to everybody, man.
What up, yo?
So we're here with my man, and we're going to do the Week 8 NFL picks. We just got done. We saw the Titans and Jaguars in a shootout on Thursday night, and the Jaguars couldn't pull it off, surprisingly to me. I had them winning this game, and I had them winning it pretty far. But the Titans really showed what they have to offer. What do you think about that game, man?
It was really boring at first. It was really, really boring. It was boring. The Jaguars uniforms, dude, I don't know what those were. But, otherwise, it turned out to be a good game, dude. I think Marcus put on a hell of a show. And a lot of people underestimate him, dude. And I think he's going to be he really could be Tennessee's franchise quarterback, really, dude, to be honest. The kid's got passion for football. He's got so much passion for football. But, it was boring at first, dude. But otherwise than that, dude, overall, I thought it was a really good defensive game for Tennessee, and Jacksonville really couldn't get their offense flowing, dude. And they choked. They choked bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I thought much along the same lines. Like I said, I picked Jacksonville to win that game. They really let me down. They really let me down in that game. I thought they'd at least give them a fight, and it was like 27-0 at one point, I think. So that was really crazy. All right, without further ado, let's get right into the Week 8 action. We've got the Washington Redskins and the Cincinnati Bengals playing in London in the morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. What's your take on this game?
Bengals are going to whoop the Redskins' ass, dude. There's no question. Nah, but, honestly, the last 3 games we've had between Washington was decided by no more than 7 points. So I expect it to be a good game. I don't expect it to be a blowout. I expect Cincinnati to at least by win. I'm picking Cincinnati to win, obviously, but I'm not saying that because I'm a Bengals fan. But after watching our game against Cleveland last week, the way our offensive line played and the way our defense has played, they played like they should have. We played great. We didn't allow no pressure really on Andy Dalton. He only got sacked twice, which is, it's not good to have your quarterback sacked, but for what we've been doing all year, Andy Dalton's been getting pressure, dude, and he's been taking hits like no other, man. And for our offensive line to step up and play like that against Cleveland, yeah, it's Cleveland, but we needed that to boost our confidence up to go into this game. But I predict Cincinnati to win by at least 3 to 7 points, no more than that.
All right, no, I like the Bengals in this game too. The Redskins could win it, but the Redskins, it's hard to put my money on them after the performance that they put up against the Lions, and especially going away from home. The Redskins play their best football in Washington, and they're home. I'm not sure exactly what state it's in, but they play their best football at home. When on the road, they're tested, and it's going to be tough for them to pull it off against the Bengals. Bengals are just starting to get things back on track, much like the Redskins. We're going to see, though. This could be a good game. 9:30 in the morning Sunday. Next up, we've got the Chiefs and the Colts. What's your take on that
one? Listen, I'm going to go to the Chiefs. I really am. The Colts aren't playing to their full potential this year, dude. When they played Houston, that was bad, dude. That was terrible. They allowed Houston to make a comeback and to win the ball game. They have no defense. The Colts have no defense.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
It's just, dude, Andrew Luck, he is a good quarterback, don't get me wrong. But he has no help from his line. They have no offensive line. They threw all the money into Andrew Luck, dude. Like, they threw every bit of penny into Andrew Luck. And they could be drafting offensive linemen. They could get another wide receiver. They could get a running back. But they're so worried about their quarterback issue. And they've got a lot more issues to worry about than just Andrew Luck. Seriously. It's bad, but I mean, I'm picking the Chiefs, dude. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think this isn't going to be close at all. I mean, the only chance it could be of being close, I'm done rooting for the Colts, man. Week after week, aside from their last victory over the Titans, week after week after week, this team is constantly disappointing me. Even more than my Jets, which is saying something. I mean, every time I turn on the TV, I look when the Colts are playing. They always disappointed me this season. I don't know what's happened. They've still got a lot of the same players. They've still got T.Y. Hilton. They've still got Andrew Luck. They can make plays on offense. They just need, like you said, to build up the trenches, man. Like, my goodness. And that is not a good matchup at all against one of the best pass rushers in football, one of the best secondaries in football. Yeah, Chiefs are going to win this thing like 35-10 or something, man. It's not going to be close. Raiders at Buccaneers. You know what's funny about the Raiders? They just played the Jaguars, right? And all their fans are like, "Oh yeah, it's time to talk Super Bowl now. We're 5-2 and everything like that, top of the division, right?" The Raiders actually stayed in Florida an extra week just because they liked it. So just because they knew they were playing the Buccaneers again, so they liked it, so they just stayed there. So Raiders at Buccaneers, who are you taking in this game, man?
Raiders, obviously, because yes, the Raiders are a better team. They do have a good defense. They got a couple of key defensive players. Their offense is actually good. I like their offense, but their defense, it's not up to its full potential like the Raiders fans think it should be. I'm not hating on Oakland, but I do agree with you that they think they're the shiznit because they beat Jacksonville, dude. It's Jacksonville. Look at the game last night. Just look at the game last night, okay? That's all you can say is just look at the game from last night. Yes, Jacksonville, they did give Green Bay a good game, but I think Green Bay underestimated him, and Green Bay is also
Green
choking.
Bay ain't nothing this year,
man. They're choking this year, too, as well.
They almost lost to the Bears.
You can't really say the Raiders are good, man, because they did lose to Kansas City. Yeah. I'm going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
They haven't played Denver yet once this year. But
yeah, I hear you full on, man. I'll take the Raiders in that game too. I mean, they've got one of the easiest schedules in football. It's decent enough to be. You've got to have a winning record when you're like that. When you got a tough schedule like my Jets do, or like the freaking Dolphins do, then you can talk. Like my gosh. You've got the Buccaneers and the Jaguars in a 2-week stretch. Like, come on, dude. I don't care where you're playing at. Raiders will win this game. The Raiders will be 6-2, but who cares? Even if they win the division, they're going to get knocked out first round by some top-tier defense, and Derek Carr's not going to know what to do. For all you bandwagon Raiders fans that weren't with him the last 15 or 20 years, man, ain't been in the playoffs year after year after year after year, you guys don't count. For you diehard Raiders fans, enjoy the season. It's not going to last long. Next up, we got the Seahawks at Saints in the Superdome. This actually might be a good matchup, man. Think about it. What do you think?
It could. It really could. It really could. The thing with them, dude, is their defense. Like, when they played Carolina, dude, they damn near allowed Carolina to completely come back and win. Like, that was sad, dude. That was sad watching. But I'm going to go with the Seahawks, dude.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks, too,
I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks too, man. I do like the Saints being at home in the Superdome, but I just think that one weapon in Brandon Cooks isn't going to help him out completely against Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, and the Legion of Boom. I think the Seahawks defense actually shuts down Drew Brees. I'm not going to bench him in fantasy still, but I still do not think he's going to be as effective as he has been. And I think the Seahawks hold off and win it by like 10 points or 7 points. Next up, we got the Lions at Texans. Who really cares about this game? But the Lions have been shown to be a good team this year, man. I'll throw everything out the window that I've said about them, man. They really surprised me this year. Losing Calvin Johnson, losing a lot of their players that they've had over the past few years, they really stepped up to the plate this year. And now they play like nobody expected much out of the Lions this year, so I'm going to pick the Lions in this game to continue to roll on through, man, in Houston. I don't care. The Texans have let me down just like the Colts have this year. Week after week after week, they've been depressing me ever since they lost to the Patriots in prime time when they didn't even have Tom Brady. So, I mean, yeah, give me the Lions. Give me the Lions by like 10 points. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions too. I mean, they actually do have some offensive threats. They have Marvin Jones, the former Cincinnati Bengal wide receiver, who actually played rather well in Cincinnati with Andy Dalton and AJ Green. He also had Mohamed Sanu there with him. So I'm going to go with the Lions. They also have Golden Tate too as well. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. See, I mean, they've got some weapons, man, on offense. Those two right there, I think that's a key to that offense because Stafford's never really had anybody besides Megatron. Now he's got two people that he can throw the ball to and not have to worry about one person completely. So, I mean, I think Stafford is going to pull off a win, dude, for sure. The Lions by 10.
Yeah, same thing here, man. All right, next up we've got the New York Jets going to Cleveland to play the winless Browns. Shout out to my man Randy Orton. You are the man this week. You're the best man to talk about. What's your take on this game, man?
Who are the Browns?
The Cleveland Browns. The 7-time Super Bowl champs.
Oh, I've never heard of them. But I think the Jets are obviously going to win. They're playing a minor league team. There's not even a debate there. There's no debate in there. And one thing, Randy Orton, 0-7, bro. 31-17. Remember that last week, buddy.
And you know what's funny? I called him out a little while ago, earlier today on my channel, to post a video this weekend, actually showing his face, and we'll see if he does it because that's going to be entertaining, obviously. I really expect, especially if Cleveland wins. Like, can you imagine how hype he's going to be and how excited and how blowing up the comment section he'll be? That's, of course, in an alternate reality because the Browns aren't going to win this game. And tell everybody why.
Because the Browns suck. That's why. Straight up, there's no question asked. The Browns are absolutely shit.
You know, it's funny how Browns fans, like I was just on a conference call actually a little while ago, and Browns fans actually think they have the right to defend their team because they think there's a bright future for them. Are you kidding me? Okay, 5, 10 years, 15 years in the future, okay, and you're still the same thing you were 15 years ago. What makes you think there's another future coming up? What gives you the hope for that? Sure, you've got Hugh Jackson. You've got a good coach. But that's about it, man. I mean,
they're going to be 0-10 in the last 10 games. They're 0-7 this year, and they lost 3 straight games. 2 straight games. Yeah, well, either way it goes, they're on a 9 losing streak, and they're going to go on 10. They suck, dude. Cleveland hasn't beat us, dude.
Year after year. Yeah, I know. Year after year after year, you get first-round pick, top 5 pick every year. Top 5 pick every year. Dude. And, like, what's the point? I mean, if you're not going to build a franchise player and then build around the player, you just keep cutting people. People keep wanting to leave. People keep going out to bars and getting drunk Saturday night before the game, smoking weed. Another player, you guys know I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about the best top 2 players in the offseason for the Browns, Josh Gordon and Johnny Manziel. MVPs of the Browns in the past, 12, 13 months. But yeah, I mean, this is a horrible matchup on all phases of the game for the Browns. Like, the Jets' pass rush is coming off a stingy 6 yards per run, or 6-yard rushing game from the Ravens. The Jets shut down the run game early, and the Ravens weren't allowed to get anything really going. Flacco tried to air the ball out in the second half and threw 2 straight picks on 2 possessions. The Jets' defense is firing all cylinders, and this Browns' offensive line, besides Joe Thomas, is falling apart everywhere. And they're bringing Josh McCown back, who's coming off an injury, a guy the Jets knocked out in the first quarter last year. Oh, my goodness. It just spells disaster. And the defense of the Browns is not going to be able to contain Brandon Marshall. They're not going to be able to contain Matt Forte. This is the 31st allowed rush defense in football. Matt Forte is going to run the ball. He's going to catch the ball and run. I mean, it's just a bad... And Fitzpatrick's going to be playing pissed off, man. He's mad. He lost his starting job to Geno Smith. When you lose your starting job,
look what Jeremy Hill did to him. Look what Jeremy Hill did.
Exactly.
100 and he had 9 rushes for 168 yards and a touchdown. Broke out for a 74-yard touchdown. they can't stop the run. Forte is going to destroy that defense, dude, like it is nothing.
Dude, I'm really looking forward to this game because a lot of people are saying that the Browns actually have a chance of beating us. So, I mean, like, we just need to go out there and just blow them out because I'm just getting sick and tired of this crap from people. And it's well-deserved for the performances we put up, but when we face a lower-tier team like this, there is no excuse. All right, the Jets have got to go out firing, start from start to finish, man. Not just play one quarter of football, not play one half of football, play 4 quarters of football because that's the way the game is supposed to be played. All right. Next game
is going to be like 31-10.
Well, that's what it was the last time we played the Browns, so we'll see. Next game, Patriots going to the Buffalo Bills. Woo! Rexy, looking for a sweep of the Patriots. You think he gets it done, man?
Rex could pull it off, dude. He really could pull it off. Look at last year, dude. He pulled it off last year. He could pull it off. I'm not dissing on the Patriots, dude, but the Patriots underestimate their weaker opponent in that division. Like, they underestimate the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills. They underestimate all 3 of you guys. And if I'm correct, all 3 of you guys beat them last year, at least one time.
Not the Bills, man. Not the Bills. Only the Bills.
See, only the Bills. But still, I think Rex could pull it off, but I'm obviously going to you have to go with New England, dude. I mean, it hurts to say, but it's New England. It's Tom Brady.
It's like my man, shout outs to my man Pop Tart. If you're watching this video, man, you are the man. My man Pop Tarts pull it off every day. Cheater Patriots, they cheat. All they do is cheating to win. All they do is cheat. Deflategate, Spygate, freaking everything, man. I mean, they shoot cameras, they steal playbooks. I mean, this is the dirtiest team of football. But let me tell you something. No matter how they do it, ladies and gentlemen, they find ways to win. And that's what they're going to do this Sunday. I mean, Rex Ryan's probably licking his chops at this game. You know his number one opponent in the AFC every year, the Patriots. Ever since he was in Baltimore, he's hated the Patriots all his life. I mean, he wants to win championships like the Patriots. He can't stand Bill Belichick. He's going to play him tough. He's going to play him hard, but the New England's going to pull this off. I don't care if it's in Buffalo. If my Jets can win in Buffalo, surely the Patriots can win in Buffalo. So, yeah, give me the Patriots in that game. I'm picking almost all the road teams to win in this week, dude. So, just so you know. Arizona, now we're going to the 4:30 games. Arizona at Carolina. Who should take?
Arizona. The Panthers, dude, they're not. I don't know, dude. I can't even answer the question. Like, I couldn't even answer a single question about the Panthers. Like, I have no idea what's going on with them this year, dude. Like, what are they, 1-5?
Yeah.
It's terrible, dude. Like, wow.
Yeah. Along the same lines, man, I got to go with Arizona right now. I mean, if it was last year, yeah, I'd pick Carolina because Carolina beat them last year in the playoffs. So, I mean, that was the NFC Championship. This is redemption, man. The Cardinals have got to win this game, man. They're coming off a freaking tie, 6-6. How do you miss chip shot field goals? Both kickers do it in overtime in an indoor stadium. Indoors. So, I mean, that's for another video. But, yeah, Arizona's got to win this game, man. Their offense is looking great. It's looking really great besides that freaking game. Their defense is looking great. I mean, they really put one freaking beating on my Jets team that Monday night game. So, I mean, Carolina's coming off a bye week, sure. Yeah, they're coming off a bye week. But, I mean, what are their chances? I mean, they're rested up. What are their chances of playing a hot and angry Arizona Cardinals team, dude? I mean, Cardinals got to win this game, dude. Cardinals win. Yeah. Chargers at Broncos, another good one this week, dude. This could actually go either way. It's AFC West showdown. The Chargers already beat the mess out of the Broncos the first time. Who are you taking in this game, man? It's in Mile High. It's in Mile High.
I'm taking Denver at that case, then. Right there.
Home field advantage is
San Diego beat Denver and San Diego, so Denver is going to beat San Diego and Denver unless Phillip Rivers, man, pulls it out of his ass, dude, and wins, man. That debate is hard, dude, but I think the home field advantage is going to be like key to that game. So I'm going to go with Denver.
You know what, man? As much as I really want the Chargers to win this game, because I'm getting so tired of them bandwagon Bronco fans. If you're a Broncos fan, you're either from Denver or you grew up a Broncos fan. You don't just hop on the bandwagon because they won the Super Bowl. And let me tell you 3 problems with this Broncos team right now. A lot of people won't point out, won't say nothing. Okay, 1, the quarterback. Trevor Siemian, yeah, he could be good at some point, but he's not great. This dude shows fear in the pocket all the time. He shows fear. All right, number 2, the injuries on the defensive side of the ball. They've got injuries from all over the place. I mean, starting from the front 7 all the way to the back end, they've got somebody hurt. Okay, and number 3, C.J. Anderson's out for the season. Like, come on, man. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt, man. This dude was their leading rusher all year last year. So, I mean, it could happen. It could happen. The Chargers could beat the Broncos, but they won't. This has been Phil Rivers' career, man, all his life. I mean, when the lights are on, when they're shining bright, and when it's big time, you know, and he's got to win to you know, get that leap over that hurdle that he's always faced in his life. He always chokes. He comes out flat. And in Denver, I think it makes it that much harder. Chargers lose this game to the Broncos barely, maybe like 27-17.
Packers, you said they lose by 3.
Think by 3. Close game. Packers at Falcons, the last 4:30 game. This could be a really good one, dude.
I'm going to go with the Falcons, dude. Green Bay's not playing to their full potential this year, dude. Aaron Rodgers has one of the worst ratings this year, dude. As a quarterback, dude. Seriously. I mean, the Packers fans right now, dude, they're jumping out the woodwork because they beat the Bears. The Bears.
Yeah, I got to go with Atlanta too, man. I mean, Atlanta's going to be mad, dude. Like, they've lost 2 in a row. Remember last year, dude? They started out like 5-0 and lost like 7 straight. They don't want that to happen again this year. If I was a fan, I wouldn't want that to happen. They're going to sell out Georgia Dome. They're going to have that place rocking. And the Falcons are going to lay the hammer down on them Packers and their silly fan base. The Green Bay fans are rooting for a team that's injured all over the place. Aaron Rodgers, where are you at, man? I've been looking for you all year. I still haven't found you. Thursday night game, you look like you. But, I mean, like, that's the Bears, dude, like you said. I mean, so, yeah, I mean, the Falcons are way too much offense for this Green Bay team to handle. I don't think Aaron Rodgers, it could be a shootout, but, I mean, Falcons, Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, Devontae Freeman, they're all playing. I don't see it being close.
They got Mohamed Sanu, too. Former Bengals wide receiver. I don't know if he's really played much this year. I haven't really checked much on the Falcons besides their record and Julio being Julio this year and making unbelievable catches and plays. And Matty Ice is hot this year, dude. He was hot this year.
Oh yeah,
he's feeling himself this year.
All right, Sunday Night Football, the game of the week. Philadelphia going to Dallas. Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott, prime time showdown between 2 rookies. Who wins?
I don't know, dude.
It's tough.
That's going to be a game, man. Like, that is going to be a game. It really is, because you can't count Philly out. They just upset Minnesota. They could possibly upset Dallas. It really could happen. I mean, shit, dude. I mean, Dak's killing it this year. Zeke is killing it this year. Wentz is killing it this year. It's going to be an offensive game. I feel like defenses are going to choke, and it's just going to come down to the last 4 to 5 minutes. But I'm going to go with Dallas, dude. I really am. I'm going to go with the Cowgirls.
This is the first game that we're going to have a disagree on, my friend. I got Philly winning this game. I got EDP445 coming out of the shadows on YouTube and blowing up and yelling at everybody. Shout-outs to him, man. That's one of the realest Eagles fans you'll ever find on the internet. Eagles win this game, man. I mean, I give all the credit in the world to both quarterbacks. They're both playing smart, but I think really Carson Wentz can outplay Dak Prescott any day of the week. I mean, Dak Prescott's good and everything, but you take away that offensive line, I don't think he's as good as he is. Carson Wentz is playing with a mediocre at best offensive line. I mean, he's just making plays with the guys around him. You know, with Dallas, you know you got Jason Witten every year. You know you got Dez Bryant whenever he comes back from injury. You got Ezekiel Elliott, the best running back out of the draft. So, I mean, who wouldn't thrive in this system? I even think Ryan Fitzpatrick could thrive over there, man. I mean, the blocking is unreal in Dallas, dude. Like, good God, it's got to be like a 99 overall offensive line. 99, easily.
Look what DeMarco Murray did.
Exactly.
He was a beast in Dallas. He was ham. I mean, actually, last year, I mean, even though they lost all them games, McFadden actually looked pretty decent in Dallas running the ball.
Yeah, man. I think it will be a good matchup. The Eagles' defensive line against the Cowboys' offensive line. Fletcher Cox running wild. I think it should be a good game. Very tightly, maybe high scoring. We'll see what happens. Cole Beasley needs to literally lead this team if they want to win. I think Carson Wentz outplays Dak Prescott. The Eagles win 23-20 in overtime. Monday Night Football, Vikings at Bears. Who'd you take? I got the freaking Vikings blowing them out.
I'm going to go with the Bears. No, I'm kidding. Come on now. Whoever. That's not even a question to be asked.
That's like the worst home field advantage besides Cleveland and Chicago this year. And it's funny because Chicago and Cleveland are the worst teams in the NFL, yet they're in the World Series. They're in the World Series, the Cubs and the Indians. Like, what's going on? It's like a freaking, Illuminati or something, man. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. The end of the world is here. I don't know. Anyway, who you take? You take the Vikings, man. That's freaking blowout. That's going to be a blowout.
Today, it's the Bears. Bears.
All right, dude. Well, we thank you for tuning in, guys. We thank you for being on the show. Dalton, as always, Whodey Gibson is subscribe to him on YouTube, and he's the biggest Bengals fan on the internet. You guys take care. The Browns suck. The Jets are going to go wild on them Sunday. Tune into that game, and you guys take it easy.